De Leon. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Pan. Wolk.
Ayes 38, no 0. The measure passes. Moving on to file item 233, members. 233, AB 555. Secretary, please call the absent members.
De Leon. Aye. Fuller. Hancock. Aye.
Ayes 39, no 0. That measure passes. Moving on to file item 234, AB 745. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Bates. Aye. De Leon. Aye. Fuller. Hancock. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Huff. Aye.
Ayes 39, no 0. The measure passes. Moving on to file item 237, AB 999. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Fuller. Hancock. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Huff. Aye. Leno. Aye. Monning. Aye. Nielsen.
Ayes 38, no 0. The measure passes. Moving on to file item 238, AB 1542. Secretary,
Anderson.
please call the absent members.
Anderson. Aye. De Leon. Aye. Fuller. Hancock. Aye. Huff. Aye. Leno. Aye. Pan. Aye.
Ayes 39, no 0 on the urgency. Ayes 39, no 0 on the measure. Measure passes. Moving on to file item 258, AB 88. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Hancock. Aye. Morrell. Pan. Aye. Runner. Morrell, no.
Ayes 35, no.
Runner, no.
So 258, wasn't that Hall? 258.
1 second, members. Ayes 35, noes 5. The measure is out. Moving on to file item 260, AB 99. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Fuller. Hancock. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Huff. Aye. Jackson. Aye. Leno. Aye. Morrell. Aye. Nielsen. Nielsen, aye.
Ayes 39, no 0 on the urgency. Ayes 39, no 0 on the measure. Measure passes. Moving on to file item 263, AB 159. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Berryhill. Aye. Fuller. Hancock. Aye. Huff. Aye. Leno. Aye. Morlock. Aye. Morrell. Aye.
Ayes 39, no 0. The measure passes. Moving on to file item 274, AB 271. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Fuller. Hancock. Aye. Huff. Aye. Leno. Aye. Vidak. Aye.
Ayes 39, no 0. Measure passes. Moving on to file item 275, AB 302. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Fuller. Gaines. Hancock. Aye. Huff. Leno. Aye. Morlock. No. Wynn. No. Pan. Aye. Vidak. Aye.
Ayes 28, noes 9. The measure passes. Moving on to file item 283, AB 392. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Gaines. Hancock. Aye. Huff. Aye. Morlock. Aye. Pan. Aye. Fuller.
Ayes 38, no 0. The measure passes. Moving on to file item 285, AB 413. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Canella. Aye. Fuller. Gaines. Aye. Hancock. I, Pan. I, Runner.
Ayes 38, no zero. The measure passes. Moving on to file item 289, AB 515. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Fuller. Hancock. I, Pan. Pan, I.
Ayes 39, no zero. The measure passes. Moving on to file item 300, AB 681. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Hancock. I, Hernandez. I, Pan. I.
Ayes 40, no zero. The measure passes. Moving on to file item 302, AB 704. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Hancock. I, Hill. I, Pan. I.
Ayes 40, no zero. The measure passes. Moving on to file item 312, members, AB 965. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Hancock. I, Morlock. I, Pan. I.
Ayes 40, no zero. Measure passes. Moving on to file item 339, AB 1378. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Hancock. I, Huff. I, Pan. I, Runner. I.
Ayes 40, no zero. The measure passes. Our last item on call, members, is file item 370, AB 549. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Fuller. Hancock. I, Pan. I.
Ayes 39, no zero. The measure passes. Members, we're going to recess for caucus, Democratic and Republican caucuses. We are reconvening at 1:30 sharp. Thank you, members.
Hancock. Hernandez. Hertzberg. Hill. Hueso. Huff. Jackson. Lada. Leno. Leyva. Liu. McGuire. Mendoza. Mitchell. Monning. Morlock. Morrell. Wynn. Nielsen. Pan. Pavley. Roth. Runner. Stone. Vidak. Wykowski. Wilk.
Say, Sergeants, please have the members report to the Senate floor.
Sergeants, please have sergeants report to the Senate floor. Thank you. Item 365, where we left off. File item 365. Senator Hertzberg is the floor manager. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 437 by Assemblymember Atkins, enacting to small businesses and making an appropriation therefore.
Senator Hertzberg.
Thank you, handsome Mr. President. The 7 members that are here, I feel like this is the United States Congress where you sit in the well and you address an empty chamber, but what the heck? Okay. Here's the issue, Madam Santa Barbara. There's over 3.5 million small businesses in California. We're the startup capital of the world, although Israel may object to that with the startup nation, especially in high-tech, biotech, and energy. But one of the great challenges with being a startup is that these startups are not turning a profit initially. And so we have a whole process dealing with research and development, and we give tax credits for research and development. But what happens is these startup companies don't have revenue, so that their tax credits aren't relevant. And so what the Speaker has done with this measure is to come up with a hybrid, a grant program, not a refundable tax credit, but a grant program that says that these credits that you can use, you can get in the form of grants that will be used for purposes of research and development that will help startups, that will help the backbone of California, that will help us make money, that can help us spend all the money that we spend here in the California Senate and across the state government. I ask for your aye vote.
Members, debate or discussion on this item? Debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen, Anderson, Bates, Bell, aye. Berryhill, Block, aye. Canella, De Leon, Fuller, Gaines, Galgiani, Glazer, Hall, Hancock, Hernandez, I. Hertzberg, I. Hill, I. Hueso, I. Huff, I. Jackson, I. Lara, I. Leno, I. Leyva, I. Liu, I. McGuire, I. Mendoza, I. Mitchell, Monning, Morlock, Morrell, Wynn, I. Nielsen, Pan, I. Pavley, Roth, I. Runner, I. Stone, Vidak, I. Wachowski, I. Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Call the absent members.
Allen, I. Anderson, I. Bates, I. Berryhill, Canella, I. De Leon, Fuller, Gaines, I. Galgiani, Glazer, I. Hall, Hancock, I. Mitchell, Monning, Morlock, Morrell, I. Nielsen, Pavley, Stone, I.
Ayes 30, no 0. The measure passes. Moving to file item 373, members. 373. Oh, members, pardon me for that. We're going to go to file item 371, Senator Mendoza. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 561 by Assemblymember Campos, enacting to agricultural labor relations.
Senator Mendoza. Okay, passed temporarily.
You could go back and do that.
Can you do file item 358? Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 219 by Assemblymember Daley and act relating to Public Works.
Senator Mendoza.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, I'm here to present AB 219 on behalf of Assemblymember Daley, which requires that all drivers of trucks delivering ready-mix concrete to public works projects be paid prevailing wage. California has long been committed to ensuring that men and women employed to work on public works projects are paid appropriately. However, under current law, the prevailing wage applies to delivery of ready-mix concrete for public works projects only under the following circumstances: when the product is delivered by a driver hired by one of the on-site general contractors or subcontractor, when the product is manufactured at a dedicated plant, one that is established solely for the public works project. Through a loophole in the labor code, ready-mix drivers employed by manufacturers do not receive the prevailing wage, despite the fact that they perform the same job as ready-mix drivers employed by contractors. In closing, AB 219 only applies to public works contracts that are advertised for bid or awarded on or after July 1st of 2016. Respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Members, a better discussion on this item. Senator Bates.
Thank you, Mr. President. I do rise in strong opposition to AB 219. The governor has called us into a special session to address California's transportation issues. At the same time that we are looking at options, this bill is advancing through the legislature. You can't continue to increase costs for transportation projects and expect that the taxpayers will be supportive of paying the ever-increasing bill. This bill will increase liability for prime contractors. It will increase state costs. It will increase local costs. This bill will threaten our construction industry and hinder our ability to add jobs in California. This is not how we increase employment. And by the way, this is not how we build more roads, fix our freeways, or fill potholes in our communities. It moves us in the opposite direction. I strongly oppose and ask you to vote no.
Members, additional debate or discussion on this item? Seeing none, Senator Mendoza, would you like to close?
Members, again, AB 216 requires prevailing wage law to be applied consistently to all deliveries of ready-mix concrete. I respectfully ask for your aye vote in this matter.
Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen? Anderson? No. Bates? No. Bell? Berryhill? Block? I. Canella? I. De Leon? Fuller? Gaines? No. Galgiani? Glazer? Hall? I. Hancock? I. Hernandez? I. Hertzberg? I. Hill? I. Hueso? Huff? No. Jackson? I. Lara? I. Leno? I. Leva? I. Liu? I. McGuire? I. Mendoza? I. Mitchell? Monning? I. Morlock? No. Morrell? No. Wynn? No. Nielsen? Pan? I. Pavley? I. Roth? Runner? No. Stone? No. Vidak? No. Wykowski? I. Wolk? Aye.
Call the absent members.
Allen? I. Bell? I. Berryhill? De Leon? Fuller? Galgiani? Glazer? No. Hueso? Mitchell? Nielsen? Roth? No.
Ayes 21. Call the absent members one last time, please.
Galgiani, aye. Berryhill? De Leon? Fuller? Hueso? Mitchell? Aye. Nielsen?
Ayes 23, noes 12, the measure passes. Moving on to file item 373, members. Senator Block. Pass on file.